Hello everyone! Welcome back! In the first part, we learned that happiness is not simply about money, success, or avoiding problems. It is influenced by the way we think, the habits we develop, and the choices we make every day. Now let's explore some daily habits that psychologists believe can increase happiness over time. For the power of gratitude. Imagine waking up every morning and thinking only about the things you don't have. Perhaps you want a better job, a larger house, or more money. If you spend all your time focusing on what is missing, it becomes difficult to enjoy what you already have. Gratitude is the practice of noticing and appreciating the good things in life. These things do not have to be big or expensive. They can be as simple as enjoying a warm cup of tea, receiving a kind message from a friend, or watching a beautiful sunset. Researchers have found that people who regularly practice gratitude often feel more positive and less stressed. One simple way to begin is by writing down 3 good things that happened each day. At first, this may seem too easy to make a difference. However, after several weeks, many people notice that they naturally begin paying more attention to positive experiences. Gratitude does not mean pretending that life is perfect. Everyone has problems. Instead, it means choosing not to let those problems become the only thing we notice. Through the importance of physical activity. Have you ever noticed that your mood improves after going for a walk or playing a sport? Exercise is not only good for the body, it is also good for the mind. When we exercise, our brains release chemicals that help us feel calmer and happier. Many people think they need to spend hours in a gym, but this is not true. A 20-minute walk in a park, cycling around your neighborhood, dancing to your favorite music, or playing football with friends can all improve your mood. Exercise also helps reduce stress and improve sleep. Better sleep gives us more energy during the day, making it easier to stay positive and handle challenges. 3. Why sleep matters. Many people believe that sleeping less means they can achieve more. However, scientists tell us the opposite. When we do not sleep enough, our brains become tired. We may become impatient, forgetful, or more emotional than usual. Small problems can suddenly feel much bigger. Good sleep helps the brain organize memories, repair itself, and prepare for the next day. Some healthy sleep habits include going to bed at the same time every night, reducing screen time before sleeping, keeping your bedroom quiet and comfortable, avoiding too much caffeine late in the day. These simple habits can have a surprisingly large effect on our happiness. 4. Strong relationships. One of the strongest discoveries in psychology is that close. Relationships are one of the biggest sources of happiness. Think about your happiest memories. Many of them probably include other people, family members, friends, classmates, or colleagues. Humans are social beings. We need connection. Even a short conversation with someone who listens carefully can improve our mood. Good relationships require time and effort. They grow through trust, honesty, kindness, and respect. This does not mean we need hundreds of friends. In fact, a few close relationships are often more valuable than many casual ones. Try sending a message to an old friend, eating dinner with your family without looking at your phone, or asking someone how they are feeling and listening carefully to their answer. These small actions strengthen relationships over time. 5. Acts of kindness. Here is an interesting question. Who becomes happier after helping someone, the person receiving help or the person giving it? Research suggests that both people benefit. Helping others creates a feeling of connection and purpose. Kindness does not always require money. You could hold a door open for someone. Help a classmate understand a lesson. Volunteer in your community. Give sincere compliments. Listen to someone who needs support. Small acts of kindness often create a chain reaction. One kind action inspires another. 6. Living in the present. Many people spend their time worrying about tomorrow or thinking about yesterday. They replay old mistakes or imagine future problems that may never happen. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judging it. For example, while eating lunch, instead of checking your phone, you might notice the taste, smell, and texture of your food. While walking outside, you could notice the sounds of birds, the wind, or the colors of the trees. These moments help calm the mind and reduce unnecessary stress. Mindfulness is not about emptying your mind completely. Thoughts will always appear. The goal is simply to notice them without letting them control you. 7. Setting meaningful goals. Goals give our lives direction. Imagine driving a car without knowing where you want to go. You might keep moving but never feel satisfied. The same can happen in life. Meaningful goals do not have to be huge. You could decide to read 1 book each month, learn a new skill, improve your English, save money for a trip, exercise 3 times each week. Every small success builds confidence. It is also important to enjoy the process instead of thinking only about the final result. 8. Learning throughout life. Our brains enjoy learning. Whenever we master a new skill, we often experience a sense of achievement. Learning keeps our minds active and curious. You could learn a musical instrument, cook a new recipe, study another language, take an online course, read about history or science. Curiosity makes life more interesting. 9. Accepting imperfection. Many people believe they must be perfect before they can be happy. They think, I'll be happy when I never make mistakes. But perfection does not exist. Everyone fails sometimes. In fact, mistakes often become our greatest teachers. Imagine a child learning to ride a bicycle. If the child fell once and immediately gave up, they would never learn. Adults are not so different. Successful people usually fail many times before reaching their goals. Instead of asking, why did I fail? It can be more helpful to ask, what can I learn from this experience? This small change in thinking makes challenges easier to overcome. 10. Happiness grows slowly. Finally, remember that happiness is not something we achieve overnight. It grows gradually. Think of planting a tree. On the first day, you cannot see much change. But if you water it regularly and give it sunlight, months later it becomes stronger and taller. Our minds work in a similar way. Small positive habits may seem unimportant today. However, after weeks, months, and years, they can completely change the way we experience life.